Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Let me ask you a simple question, which is, did you know that India is home to over 3 crore drug users and the number is rapidly using? While listening to this question, you have well assumed that this video is going to be on why youths and teenagers get inclined to the drug addiction. In our previous video, we have talked why what are the harmful effects of smoking and drinking, or why youth get attracted to all these kind of activities. But drugs is something which is really very expensive and not socially acceptable. The substances which I discussed in the previous video was still socially acceptable, but the substance which we are going to I'm going to talk about today is not socially acceptable. It is about drugs. Now there are a lot of reasons why this is happening. First of all, easy accessibility. States like Manipur, Rajasthan are uh, are easily, they can bring the drugs in their states through international borders. Then there is peer pressure. People come in contact with such people who take drugs on a regular basis, and the urge to fit in, the urge to stay trendy, makes them drive towards drugs. Then the number of unemployment cases. The more the unemployment increases, want people get trapped into financial traps, and to escape from the reality they want drugs. The fourth reason is lack of awareness and lack of education. Many people are made to believe that drugs is something which is really very cool. If you take that, you would be able to make a very good impression in front of people. You would be able to talk to girls confidently. You would become socialized. You would not be able to you would not fumble next time. You would appear more confident. So these are the things which we will be discussing today. Well, first point is easy availability of drugs. Well, I think the government must take some responsibility on this particular point, so that the drugs are not easily available. The police department of a state, police department of a country needs to be very strict. They need to be very strict about the rules and regulation, that any teenager, any youth cannot get in touch to drugs. If they become strict, I think it would be very helpful for everyone to make our society drugs free. And according to a recent research, according to the Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB), seizures of synthetic drugs have increased by 40% between 2018 to 2023. So what I'm trying to say is that if I don't have any shop near me which sells cigarettes or which sells alcohol, like it would be very hectic job for me to every day collect cigarettes and alcohol from shops which are far away from my home. But if it is readily available in front of my home, there would be a very great chance that I would become an addict to it. The second point, which is responsible for this increasing cases of drug abusers in India, is peer pressure and social influence. I think this point is one of the most important points in our today's video, because when you are part of a social group, your urge of being social, your urge of being to fit in the group becomes more difficult when the person in the group staying who are in your because the person with whom you are making contact, uh, if you know that they take drugs, you also kind of feel, why not, let's try. Many teenagers and adults actually think that it's occasionally okay to try on drugs and to be social while taking on drugs. Well, that there are a lot of college parties, social gatherings where usage is normalized. So it becomes a responsibility of the people of a society also not to make the drug using very common. And also, according to 2019 AIMS study reported that 1 in 5 students in Delhi NCR had experimented with drugs before turning 18. Can you imagine, just before turning an adult human being, if you are trying drugs, how harmful it can be for your body. Then Then the third point which comes to our mind when you hear this term drugs is stress, anxiety and mental health issues. Well, students and young adults need to understand this particular fact that by taking drugs, by walking in this path, they may achieve a state of melancholy, they may achieve a state of utopia, they may achieve a state of happiness, but that is for a very short period of time. Once the effect is gone, they are again back into reality. So there is no escape in by so there is no joy in escaping the reality, but the real joy is in facing the reality and taking actions according to it. I hope you have liked today's video. If you have liked it, please like it, share it and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.